Hey there, friend. Welcome to Release Your Inner Power and Ways to Boost Your Week with Ignited Decisions. I'm your host, Shauna B., your life reinvention and empowerment coach, here to help you ditch that burnout, drop that guilt, and take back your life. If you are a busy woman juggling work, kids, and life, all the to-dos, or just stuck in some major transition like a breakup, a career change or shift, or just feeling meh, this is your space to reset and recharge you. Each week, we tackle real fears, real struggles, and real solutions. Plus, we have inspiring guests who have been there and done that, and they are sharing their stories and tools too. It's time to put yourself back on the priority list and step into your week that feels energizing and empowering. Let's do this. Hey there. Welcome back to Release Your Inner Power with Ignited Decisions. I'm Shauna B. And if you've ever felt like life is moving way too fast and stress is taking over and you're just waiting for something big to finally make you happy, you are in the right place, my friend. Today, we're going to be talking about finding the happiness in the little things, because happiness isn't always about grandiose vacations and major life changes or hitting those big, huge goals, right? Sometimes it's in a nice, warm cup of coffee or a random song that comes on the radio that brings back memories, or you just can't, you can't not dance to it. Or the way your kiddos get really super excited when you walk home in the door, like walk in the door home from work, and you see their cute little faces. I'll be sharing some personal stories, some real life practical tips, and of course, a few laughs along the way. Sound good? Let's dive in. I want to start with a story that I call the worst day that turned around. So this one started out, it was awful. It was so awful. I woke up late. I'm running around. I must have turned my alarm off in my sleep. I'm trying to get up to go to work, and I'm like making my coffee and packing my lunch. I'm doing all the things. And as I'm turning on the counter, I knock over the cup and it spills all over the floor as I was grabbing all the things to run out the door. And then, of course, I have to clean up the coffee and get all that stuff done. And then I'm out in the car, and I get in the car, and I'm on the interstate, and I'm driving to get to where I need to be. And I feel like I am in like the slow lane and behind the slowest person on the road. And it felt like it was taking me forever. Like I was just getting later and later by the minute. By the time I got to my destination, I was over it. I was done. I was super edgy. I was snippy. I was already like, F this day. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's not a great feeling. But then this little teeny moment happened. I decided I need coffee. Clearly, I didn't have any because I spilt it all over my floor. So I decided to go get coffee at the coffee shop before I started my day. And when I walked into the coffee shop, another woman that was standing a couple people ahead in line turned around. She randomly smiled at me and she's like, "Oh, I like your hair today." That's it. That's all she said. And then she turned around. Just a simple smile, comment, and then turned around. And at first I was like, "What?" And I could feel my mood totally shifting. Like, that was really nice of her. I don't even know her. She just smiled at me and gave me a compliment, and that was it. Like, have a good day type situation. And I thought that was really nice to hear that. And that's really nice to be involved with somebody that is that nice, right? And that's the thing. Happiness sometimes is about noticing these little tiny moments, these little shards, if you will, in the midst of like the storm of the bad day, and allowing those to matter and help you shift around from that. Just saying thanks. Thanks for the compliment, or thank you, or have a nice day, and then letting yourself feel good about it. Not going back to the storm or the feelings that you were having before. Let's not do that, right? allowing yourself to feel good about that compliment and let it boost you up for that time period of the day, right? How do you notice those little moments and actually let them matter? Because I want to have more happy moments in my day, especially when it's not going so hot. I would love to see all of those little moments and shards of goodness in the day to help me flip the script. And I'm sure you do too. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the ways to notice these little teeny moments, to notice these things, these shards of happiness during the day. One way you can do this is starting a tiny moments or shards journal, if you will. So I'm not telling you to write like a full-on novel every day, but keeping small notes, either in your phone or in your calendar or on a sheet of paper, or maybe it's in a journal about the little teeny things like that woman giving me a compliment about my hair. Keeping those as like a bank. You're banking those, if you will, right? It is a game changer. Maybe it could be a funny text that your friend sent you, or you can like save that picture and have it in a little, photo album on your phone so you can recall I want to have the funny text messages and you can read through those to get you to laugh, right? Or maybe it smells. Maybe it's a really good smelly candle or fresh laundry or something really good that's cooking. Or maybe it's how your favorite song played right when you needed it to. Keeping those all somewhere so you can bank those. Another way is to slow down, actually looking around wherever you are and taking things in and taking things in. I have a couple examples for you. Recently, I've been walking a lot in my neighborhood. I have had an injury and I'm trying to rehab my leg back to normal. And so doing that is walking. And it's definitely a season changing. So I'm not only am I walking, I have to fully concentrate on that, but also listening to all of the birds. Holy moly. When I like slowed down and was listening to how many birds, I couldn't even tell you how many birds were out there. I felt like I was walking in some bird sanctuary because they were everywhere, but all these bird sounds and then how the weather felt. It was a little bit crisp because it was morning time and the sun was trying to peek out. And then just like listening to the sounds and listening to the change of the season and slowing down and being aware of all of that was a very different walk than if I'm distracted, got to do the walk, be done, just like taking that all in. Or maybe have you ever noticed how your kids get really excited over stuff? Like they'll stop and be like, "Oh, what is that?" And they see like this, like a whole big black line and it's moving. What is that? And they go over and there's bunches of ants walking in a line. But then they'll watch them, see what they're doing, see where they're going in and out of, right? They're totally fascinated by that. Or maybe you're walking somewhere and there's all these bubbles floating up into the air. What do? They stop to play. They stop to play. Or how about this? They get ridiculously happy over stickers. Stickers. Now, I know as an adult, depending on the stickers, I also get excited about stickers because those are fun. When did we stop doing that as adults? When did we stop getting excited? When did we stop doing all of that stuff? Right? Living in the moment, living in the right now, slowing down and taking it in and living in with what we have where we are, right? So try this next time you're outside. Pause for a second or slow down and think about your senses. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? What do you feel? Notice something beautiful. Maybe something's weird. Maybe something's off. Oh, that's a bright color that's in those, natural greens and browns, and then find something fun. Just mix it up to notice what you're noticing. Another thing is celebrating the small wins. This is so key for so many things. I know you have heard me talk about it before, and I'm going to keep talking about it because this is such an amazing tool for you to use. We are huge and we are hugely great about celebrating the big, huge things. The things that like new jobs or big birthdays or anniversaries and weddings and all of these big, huge events, right? But what about the small things? Like I'm talking break it down more, break it down more. Oh, can you break it down more? We're talking about the smaller things. Like, did you get enough water during the day? Like, heck yeah, I made my water goal. Like go you made the water goal. Or maybe you've been working on a book forever and you finally finished a book. That is a celebration. That is a win. Or maybe there's a class or something that you've been meaning to finish and you just got to get it done and you finally did it, right? That's awesome. Let's normalize that. Let's normalize us giving ourselves the woo woo for when we have our little everyday wins. What are some of those that you have? What are some of the things that you can think of right now that are the smaller wins that you had just today? Just today. Brainstorm a couple of those. When you do that, you're actually filling yourself up by recalling and remembering and feeling those wins. So, all right, before we wrap up this episode, I got a quick challenge for you because I love a challenge. So, now I'm going to break out the challenge for you as well, my friend. Today, I want you to find one small thing that brings you the heck yeah or the happiness into your life. One thing. It might make you smile. It could be a song. It could be a smell. It could be a moment of silence in your busy day of chaos and the to-dos that we all have in our lives, right? Maybe it could be a hug from somebody that you really like or that's special to you in your life. Whatever it is, I want you to notice it, appreciate it, and let yourself feel the happiness for that. And if you want to share it with me, go ahead and send me a message. Drop me a message in Facebook, Instagram. You can email me. I would love to hear what made your day a little brighter. And then one last thing, finding the happiness or the joy is not about waiting for those big things to happen. It's about noticing the tiny little shards, the weird, the beautiful, the little moments that are already in our life. If you love this episode, share it with a friend who needs a little boost in their day. So, all right, go out there, find those little tiny moments, find those little shards of happiness. And until next time, keep shining, keep smiling, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Release Your Inner Power and Boost Your Week with Ignited Decisions. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, learned something new, or got some gems to take away that will boost your week. I release a new episode each week, so make sure to click that follow button to not miss what is coming next. If you love the show or want to share a story, send me a quick message. I love hearing from listeners. If you know someone who needs this episode in their life, go ahead and share it with them. I'm sure they would love you for it. If you are looking to connect more, check out the show notes for all the social links, my website. I would love to hear how this episode helped you and what you loved about it. If there's a topic you want to hear about, send that too. All right, ladies, now is the time to release your inner power. If you're ready to break free from burnout and create a life that actually feels good, I've got you covered. You can work with me in a few ways. Join my monthly membership for ongoing support, dive into my workshops for quick breakthroughs, book coaching sessions for personalized guidance, or go all in with my Revive and Recharge Your Life coaching program to build a foundation for lasting change. No matter where you are on your journey, there is a path for you, my friend. Let's get started. DM me or check the link in the show notes to get more information.